found it. You know, when I first got engaged, I said, I'm not wearing a dress. I never wear dresses. Nobody ever sees me in a dress. Until I tried on this one dress.
As the director of this renowned bridal shop, Dorothy has worked here for a full 10 years. She's handpicked wedding dresses for tens of thousands of brides, shared in their joy, and spent every day surrounded by all kinds of gowns. Yet she's never actually worn a wedding dress herself, because all these years, she never met the person she'd be willing to spend the rest of her life with. Dorothy turned 65 before she knew it, and finally, she met the love of her life. It was her colleagues who'd carefully planned her wedding dress fitting just for her. Her team took her temperament and tastes into account, and finally picked out 2 gowns they loved the most, eagerly awaiting the moment she put them on. Inside the fitting room, her colleagues helped her adjust the skirt. The first gown came with an exquisite lace shawl, adorned with delicate, elegant embroidered patterns. As Dorothy stepped slowly out of the fitting room, the shawl fell gently over her shoulders, framing her graceful figure. She stood tall and proud, drew gasps of delight and admiration from all her colleagues present. A smile spread across Dorothy's face. A strange yet warm flutter welled up in her heart. This was the first time she'd looked at herself in a wedding dress, truly as a bride. After a moment of quiet admiration, her colleagues brought out the second gown. It was a minimalist style, yet no less exquisite, with a low neckline that showcased her graceful neckline. When Dorothy stood before everyone again, in the second gown, her female colleagues couldn't hold back their tears. For 10 years, they'd stayed at this bridal shop, picking out the dress of happiness for countless new couples, witnessing the romance and happily ever afters of others. But they'd never imagined that one day, their dearest friend by their side would also put on a wedding dress and welcome her own happiness. Colleagues stepped forward, took Dorothy's hand gently, and told her in a choked yet firm voice that the gown was absolutely stunning, even at 65. In everyone's eyes, she was still the most beautiful woman in the world. Time hadn't taken away her elegance. Instead, it had given her a unique grace, forged by the years. Dorothy stroked the wedding dress on her body softly, her heart filled with gratitude, grateful for the gift of time that let her meet true love in her golden years, grateful for her colleagues' thoughtfulness that gave her such a perfect dress-fitting experience, and most of all, grateful for her own perseverance all these years, for never giving up on the hope of love, even through the long wait.